And now I'm showing you how you make quick adjustments with your defensive line in college football 27. All right, let's go here. Let's just cover 3 sky. Let's go ahead and do that, and we'll pick a random play for the offense. So now, again, you pull the right trigger on R2 on play stations. So the play arc last year and previous years in college football.
Glad to have you with us from Bowers Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and the Sam Houston State Bearcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with Sam Houston State head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Running inside. It's Moore. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw. It's locked. Catch in the middle. It's O'Neal. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice kick.
Snags it, and he's open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, They're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bearcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it from the gun. There's some room. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Brown. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I know the intensity can be overwhelming, but you have to hold your water. This makes it much tougher on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score! Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Baker. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Runs through a tackle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Bearcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down here, probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Bearcats! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw. It's Baker. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. On target.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got the tight end. Makes him talk to the hand. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Now on the option. The pitch. Maybe some room here. Picks up the first down. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the ropes? Warner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's locked. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And the Bearcats will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Miller with the ball. Fights off a defender. Finds his way for three out to the 33. Third and 6 yards to go.
Booster. Return. Q.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain.
Snags in, there's running room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The run inside. It's Moore. Might have a chance. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Rides to the back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Touchdown, Sam Houston! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll try the left side. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's locked. Here comes the heat. Avoids the punishment with the slide, and a good gain on that run.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the Bearcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Finding some room. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Bearcats will try to punch it in on first and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Going for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Baker. Unloads it left. Got a man, it's Finley. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And back to the air on second down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Bulldogs will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The offense changing the play. to throw. It's Luck. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Baker. Going to try to get it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
They'll open the 2nd half with a run. Turning it on! That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Back to the ground game on the left. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run play action. He wants it all. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Makes the grab inbounds. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Finley. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. On the move, it's Booth. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take the deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Moore. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Turns it on in midfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. And he's going to bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now on 2nd down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Miller. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's caught. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the option. He'll toss it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Booster, booster. Move, return, Q, chip, go.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires left. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end and coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And they'll knock him down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's locked. Throws to the wideout. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots.
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Quick release on the RPO. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A give to Brown. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They think there's room to run to the right here. Push down for the tackle.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Hit as he throws. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Hunt is on its way. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Got a little grass. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Booth. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Oh, they're after him. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big guy smells it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. On first and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. They'll try to get it in with the run. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20.